All right, here's the translation of the provided text into American English, broken down into logical paragraphs for readability. Enuese. Cardiologists have recently expressed concerns that routine walking, especially among the elderly, may not only be insufficient for maintaining heart health, but potentially overrated and even hazardous. Individuals over 65, particularly those experiencing joint pain, persistent fatigue, or limited mobility, should consider alternative methods for staying physically active. Today, we'll explore 5 simple and safe exercises recommended by experts that can be performed at home. These exercises aim to improve circulation, strengthen the heart muscle, and boost overall energy levels. If you suffer from poor circulation, manifesting as numbness in your feet, swollen legs, or fatigue after prolonged sitting, know that you're not alone. Millions of seniors face similar issues, feeling that walking is their only option, even if it causes pain. However, there are gentler and more effective ways to maintain heart health. If you're looking to protect your heart, improve cognitive brain function, and maintain mobility and independence in your later years, stay with us. The information you'll receive could significantly improve your well-being in the near future. First, let's consider seated leg pumps. This simple yet effective exercise is often underestimated, yet it offers significant benefits to the cardiovascular system, especially when walking is difficult. Leg pumps mimic the natural action of leg muscles during walking without stressing the knee and hip joints. The calf muscles play a crucial role here, often referred to by cardiologists as the second heart. When the calf muscles contract, they help pump blood from the legs back to the heart, supporting healthy circulation and preventing blood from pooling in the lower extremities. Blood pooling can lead to swollen ankles, cold feet, and even dangerous blood clots. Without sufficient calf muscle pump function, the heart has to work harder, especially during prolonged sitting. The advantage of seated leg pumps lies in their versatility. They can be done anywhere, while reading, watching TV, eating, or waiting at the doctor's office. To perform the exercise, sit upright with your feet flat on the floor. Slowly lift your heels, keeping your toes on the floor, hold for a second, and lower. Then lift your toes, keeping your heels on the floor. These simple movements activate the calf muscles and stimulate circulation. It's important to consider the psychological aspect. Often, seniors feel helpless when advised to move more, especially if they experience pain or instability. Seated leg pumps help overcome this barrier, demonstrating that you can start taking care of your health right now, without special equipment or gym visits. This small step can restore self-confidence and trust in your body. For example, consider Roman, a 78-year-old from the Moscow region who couldn't walk more than a few steps due to dizziness. His doctor recommended more walking, but it was impossible. A physical therapist suggested seated leg pumps. Roman started doing 20 repetitions every hour while watching his favorite movies. Within 2 weeks, the swelling decreased, his energy returned, and he felt back in control of his health. The key is not the number of movements, but the regular stimulation of blood flow provided by leg pumps. The second alternative is wall push-ups. Many consider push-ups a gym exercise for building our muscles. However, wall push-ups, when performed regularly, have a positive impact on the heart, circulation, and vascular health. They don't require lying on the floor, special equipment, or excessive effort. Wall push-ups engage not only the chest and arm muscles, but also the core and upper body muscles, which play an important role in maintaining circulation, especially in the chest and back areas. These are the areas where seniors often experience stiffness and poor blood flow. Each controlled movement helps the heart work more efficiently and strengthens the respiratory muscles, which is especially important with age. Unlike walking, which can strain the knees, hips, and lower back, wall push-ups allow you to fully control the intensity of the load. To perform the exercise, stand about half a meter away from a sturdy wall, place your palms on the wall at shoulder height, and slowly bend your elbows, bringing your chest toward the wall, then push back. 10 such movements activate the upper body and stimulate circulation. In addition to the physical benefits, wall push-ups help relieve emotional tension. Many seniors experience anxiety, regrets, and resentments that weigh heavily on their hearts. Gentle exercises like wall push-ups help release this emotional tension. After a few repetitions, breathing becomes deeper, posture straightens, and mood improves. This is because the nervous system responds to safe movement with a sense of relief. An example is Margarita, an 82-year-old from Tula, who started doing wall push-ups on her doctor's recommendation. At first, she was afraid of falling or straining a muscle, but she tried doing 5 push-ups every morning in the kitchen. Soon, she felt that her body was still capable of supporting her. Strength in old age doesn't necessarily mean building muscle in the gym or covering kilometers. Sometimes it's enough to lean against a wall and let your body know that it can still support you. The third alternative is seated leg raises. If you suffer from impaired circulation in your legs, swollen ankles, or cold feet, seated leg raises can become a beneficial habit. The exercise doesn't require leaving your home or using special equipment. Just a sturdy chair and 5 minutes of free time. Seated leg raises engage the large muscles of the body, thighs, calves, and glutes. When these muscles work, blood begins to circulate freely, especially from the lower body back to the heart. This is particularly important for seniors who find it difficult to pump blood upwards against gravity. This leads to swelling, cold sensations, and fatigue in the legs after prolonged sitting. By lifting your leg just a few inches off the floor while sitting in a chair, you activate the quadriceps and stimulate the vascular system. Performing the raises alternately, you'll notice that your feet become warmer, your knees more stable, and your heart works more calmly. Over time, this simple movement can lower your resting heart rate and increase your overall endurance. Seated leg raises also have a positive psychological impact. They signal to the brain that you're in control of your body. This is very important for seniors, especially those recovering from illness or with limited mobility. Anxiety often arises when we feel helpless. A simple, repetitive movement, performed calmly and regularly, creates rhythm, provides purpose, and a sense of control, restoring confidence. Consider Georgie, a 79-year-old from Rostov-on-Don, who barely moved during the day after his wife's death. One day, while watching TV, he started lifting his legs during commercial breaks. After a couple of weeks, he felt that he had stopped feeling stuck and began to enjoy life again. Such movements, though small and imperceptible, tell the heart, vessels, muscles, and mind, you're still here. You're still strong. Caring for the heart is caring for the engine that starts everything else. And when you realize that strength isn't always about effort, you change the very definition of progress. Perhaps true progress lies not in increasing speed or lifting weights, but in consciously moving towards health and vitality, even while sitting in a chair and lifting a leg. This is no longer just physical activity, but wisdom embodied in movement. The fourth alternative is hand and fist squeezes. Many believe that heart health depends on large muscles and long walks. However, surprisingly, one of the most powerful tools for protecting the heart is right in your palm. Simply squeezing your hand can train the heart, lower blood pressure, and strengthen blood vessels without having to get out of your chair. Grip strength exercises seem ineffective. They don't cause sweating or create a feeling of serious exertion. However, the scientific basis for their benefits is quite compelling. When you intentionally squeeze and release your hand, you stimulate the small arteries in your hands and forearms, causing a vascular response that lowers systolic pressure, the pressure with which the heart pushes blood through the vessels. Many cardiologists recommend grip exercises as part of a blood pressure control program, especially for seniors who find it difficult to engage in intense physical activity. After 70, high blood pressure becomes one of the most insidious enemies of health. Outwardly, a person may feel normal, but inside, the heart is working to the point of exhaustion, leading to fatigue, dizziness, shortness of breath, and ultimately serious damage. Just a few minutes a day devoted to hand squeezing exercises give the heart a chance to rest and recover. Moreover, there's a direct link between grip strength and longevity. Studies show that people with strong grips live longer and maintain independence. Grip strength reflects the overall condition of the nervous and muscular systems. When grip strength decreases, balance, coordination, and self-confidence suffer. Training grip strength, even with a tennis ball or soft hand exerciser, sends a signal throughout the nervous system. I'm still strong. I'm still in control. Consider Elena, an 80-year-old woman from St. Petersburg who always carried a small yellow stress ball to strengthen her heart. She squeezed the ball 3 times when she sat down and 3 times when she stood up. This simple ritual helped her feel a surge of energy throughout the day, not only in her hands, but throughout her body. She said that her heart used to beat like crazy, even when she wasn't doing anything, but now it works with her, not against her. The advantage of grip training is that it doesn't require strain on the legs, back, or maintaining balance. This exercise adapts to your capabilities. You can do it sitting by the window, talking on the phone, or watching your favorite show while strengthening your heart and improving circulation. No complex equipment or strenuous workouts are needed. The main thing is the feeling of control, which helps cope with the feeling of loss that often accompanies aging. One small squeeze can change your internal state and have a huge impact on your overall well-being. The fifth alternative is seated leg raises. To keep your heart young and your blood flow strong, you don't have to run marathons. Sometimes it's enough to move your legs while sitting in a chair. Seated leg raises may seem simple, but they're one of the most underrated exercises for people over 70 who want to improve circulation, strengthen the lower body, and protect the heart from the effects of a sedentary lifestyle. When we sit for long periods, especially as we age, blood begins to stagnate in the legs. This forces the heart to work harder to pump blood back up. Over time, this load increases the risk of blood clots, swelling, and high blood pressure. Seated leg raises act as a gentle pump for the entire lower body. They stimulate circulation, reduce venous pressure, and improve oxygen delivery to tissues and muscles. The main advantage of this exercise is its versatility. You can do it while reading the newspaper, waiting for tea to brew, or talking to a friend. To do this, sit comfortably, straighten your back, and alternately lift your legs, holding each for a few seconds, then lower them back down. No equipment or weights are required. During the exercise, the quadriceps, the large muscles of the thighs, which play a key role in returning blood back to the heart, are actively working. Regular activation of these muscles not only maintains leg strength, but also eases the work of the heart. Don't forget the emotional effect. When you can easily lift your own legs, you feel capable and independent. It's easier to get out of a chair without assistance, walk more confidently, and trust your body. This confidence permeates all areas of life: posture, communication with others, and even sleep quality. Physical activity helps cope with the anxiety that often arises with age. Consider Gennady, a 78-year-old man who started doing seated leg raises after a mild stroke. At first, he thought the exercise was silly, but after a couple of weeks, he noticed that it became easier for him to walk to the mailbox and climb the stairs. Most importantly, he stopped feeling useless and started doing something again. It's not about chasing youth or beauty, but about regaining the ability to move on your own terms, at your own pace, without fear. This is what you deserve. If you feel tired, insecure, or stuck, just remember that your legs aren't asking you to run. They're asking you to gently lift them a few inches. With each such movement, you strengthen your body, improve circulation, and support your heart. And believe me, it will thank you for it. In conclusion, true change doesn't require perfect health, expensive equipment, or a lot of time. It only requires a little curiosity, desire, and faith that your body is still important. In today's world, seniors are often made to feel that they're no longer needed. The world rushes past, the noise around becomes louder, and at some point, we ourselves begin to shrink and disappear. But inside every older person, even with bad knees or a slow gait, there's still a spark of vitality, resilience, and wisdom. This spark is just waiting for you to pay attention to it again. The 5 simple practices we talked about today aren't just exercises, but messages that say, I'm still here. I'm still important, and I still have the strength to take care of my heart. Every time you squeeze your fingers, join your palms, or simply lift your legs while sitting in front of the TV, you remind your body and soul, I'm not giving up. I'm not finished. I choose to be with myself, even in the small things. These small things add up, create movement, and bring peace. Life in old age isn't always easy. Maybe you've lost someone close, your body isn't what it used to be, or you're just tired of everything. That's okay. But in such moments, it's important to remember that there are still things that are available to you right now. There's still a choice that will help start circulation, calm the heart, and bring some ease to your condition. It's never too late to do something good for your heart. It's never too late to try something simple, gentle, and healing. Even if you can't walk like you used to, or you have less strength, there's still a path. There's hope, and there's a way to support the beautiful body that has carried you all these years. Choose one of 5 exercises and try it today. Maybe a fist squeeze, a leg raise, or a wall push-up. Do it for your heart, for yourself, because you're still here and you're still important. Start with what seems easiest to you, and allow yourself to feel what it gives not only in your chest, but also in your mood, in your thoughts, and in the feeling that you're alive again. Healing doesn't always happen in leaps and bounds. Sometimes it happens on a quiet kitchen chair, when you gently lift your leg and feel the warmth return to your feet. Sometimes it happens in the pause between breaths, when you suddenly realize, I'm still here, and that's something to be proud of. We carefully read each of your comments, and this serves as a powerful source of motivation and support for us. If the presented material was useful and interesting for you, we will be grateful for your assessment in the form of a like, subscription to the channel, and distribution of this video among your loved ones. Your support allows us to continue creating positive and useful content that inspires and provides real help. Thank you for your attention, and we look forward to seeing you soon in the next issue. We carefully read each of your comments, and this serves as a powerful source of motivation and support for us. If the presented material was useful and interesting for you, we will be grateful for your assessment in the form of a like, subscription to the channel, and distribution of this video among your loved ones. Your support allows us to continue creating positive and useful content that inspires and provides real help. Thank you for your attention, and we look forward to seeing you soon in the next issue.